guys, so today's video is another voiceover, but it's all going to be about how to start training and training in different styles. Because when I first started, I really had no idea. Like, I thought weightlifting was just for bodybuilders. I thought I was going to look like a bodybuilder. I had no idea what calisthenics was. For me, it was basically what acrobats did, and that I would never ever be able to do anything like that. So yeah, that's kind of what this video is about. It's going to go into a few of the different types of training that I do, its benefits, and also how you can get immersed into that world of training. So the first type of training is weightlifting or resistance training. Use this training for increasing your muscle size, to get leaner, to look more toned, to help develop your metabolism, and to increase your strength and power. The first thing to do is, when you go to the gym, you'll always notice that people are doing lots of different types of exercises. It kind of looks a bit overwhelming, but I would recommend going onto an exercise database to see the types of exercises that you can do for different body parts. Bodybuilding.com is great because it has so many different exercises that you can do that can work for you as well. Once you start doing weightlifting, you'll realize that there's lots of different types of weightlifting, but I usually categorize them into like major compound exercises and then more free weights and machines. So the compound exercises are exercises that target more than one muscle group. So things like squats, deadlifts, bench press. These are kind of your core exercises. I always do squats, I always do deadlifts. I try to do bench press, but not as often as the two before. But what's really, really important is to work on technique. So the first thing to do is always to practice your technique with really low weight or your body weight to make the move feel natural. And over time, once you have the exercise feeling natural, you can move on to heavier weights and develop your strength. But it's really important that you have a good base, that you have a good technique in order to help you. You can also ask a gym instructor or an experienced weightlifting friend who can help you, who can help look at technique and give you pointers so that you really nail it. And then there's free weights and machines. So these usually isolate your muscles, so you're only going to be working like your bicep, for example, or your tricep, and you target a smaller group of muscles with each exercise. So in both cases, start really nice and light and move through around 10 to 15 reps per set. So what you want to focus on is actually your mind-muscle connection. That's being able to flex a particular muscle and put tension through each one. So, for example, someone with good mind-muscle connection in their chest can make each pec flex. If you're a beginner, you'll probably have mind-muscle connection with your biceps, but less so in individual pecs or your individual glutes or your lats probably. So those are things to work on, and that just comes with doing the exercise with light weights and just focusing on doing it with the correct form. It's also worth noting when you start weightlifting that everything will feel really strange because your muscles aren't used to working that way. So when you're doing something, you might look around and be like, oh, am I doing this right? And you probably are, but it just feels completely new, and it just takes getting used to. So in the first month or so, just get used to doing low weight, working on the right technique, and understanding the form in each exercise. And basically just doing the proper way of going through the motions, that you aren't using momentum and you're not putting strains on your other muscles or your joints. The next style of training is functional training or calisthenics. So this is actually something relatively new for me as well. I think I've only incorporated it properly into my routine since about a year. I guess before, when I did triathlon and athletics, I was doing more functional stuff, but I did take a break from it for about 2 years when I was just doing weightlifting. So I'm really glad that I took it back up. And it's Functional training is basically any training that helps you improve your day-to-day movements and sports, and helps your entire body work together in coordination. It helps to work and develop on your agility, your balance, your coordination, your speed and power, and it will make you more athletic and can help you get leaner as well. Calisthenics is a type of functional training where it's kind of the art of movement, so you just use body weight to increase your strength to weight ratio. Some of the classic calisthenic exercises are doing the human flag, doing muscle ups, doing the front lever, reverse lever, planche, things like that I wish I could show you, but I haven't quite nailed those yet. So bear with me, I am working on them, and then I'll be able to do a video for you. If you're new to functional training exercises, I have a lot of different functional exercises in my videos, so you can use some of my videos to start off. But really, it's just about developing your own style. There's no right or wrong. It's really kind of a freestyle movement that I really enjoy. So start by looking at some of my previous videos, look at other people's training videos, and then just work your way through those, and you can start to develop something you like. Some of my favourite ones, which I've shown in the past, are like sled pushes, tire flips, hurdle jumps, bounds, box jumps. All of these things I absolutely love. So yeah, it's just about finding those exercises and then just incorporating them in your own training. I've already mentioned the Calisthenics website, so if you do want to go there to start some calisthenics, then that's a great place to go. In terms of functional training, the biggest thing I'd say is to start small. So a few of you have said to me, like, I don't even know how I would do a box jump because I'd probably just fall over, and that's okay. Start without a box. Start without a box and just jump. That's all you need to do. And once you get comfortable with just jumping up, then start bringing your knees higher. Then you can put just a small box, jump onto the small box. And then as you get better at that, increase the size of the box. And then before you know it, you'll be jumping higher than you ever thought you could. So it's just about taking it through step by step and doing things gradually. And the last three are to do with cardio. So I'm going to talk about medium intensity, low intensity and high intensity. Medium intensity is the type of cardio that works your cardiovascular system. So the kind where you go out for a run. So a 20 to 40 minute run, which develops your stamina, your muscular endurance and your body's efficiency at carrying oxygen around your body. So what we would consider fitness. You want to work at about 7 out of 10 effort level, or 70% of your maximum heart rate. Lots of great ways to develop your cardio are running, swimming, cycling, rowing, dancing, basically anything where you can work at 70% of your maximum heart rate. So it really can be anything. It's something where you just continue for 20 to 40 minutes at that pace or at that speed or at that intensity. Low intensity is where you are working, or low intensity steady state is where you're maintaining an effort level where you can consistently hold a conversation. Here you'll be working about 4 out of 10. So it's great because it complements weightlifting. LIST typically is in like your fat burning zone, so you don't really burn that much of your muscle away. So it means that you can keep all of your strength and power and still burn fat. It's best when it lasts from around 15 minutes to an hour, and some good examples of LIST can be some walking, very light jogging, stair climber is good, some light swimming, even like walking through a city or sightseeing can be really great low intensity. And then the other extreme is high intensity interval training. So this is great because it's a really time efficient way of burning lots of calories and burning fat. I use it often because it only takes, or for me, it only takes about 7 to 15 minutes, and you keep burning calories after you've finished your session. I would start very simple when doing high intensity. So pick one exercise, and that can be running, rowing, again, swimming or cycling, something that's easy to start and stop, so you can keep pausing straight away and then starting straight away again. So the idea is to change from a point where you're at complete rest to one where you're all out effort that you can only maintain for about 20 to 30 seconds. If you're starting out, aim for 30 to 50 seconds complete rest, where you completely open up your chest, take in really slow, deep breaths to try and fill your lungs and get all of the oxygen going back in. This will help you feel a little bit more rested and recovered ahead of your next flat out exercise or sprint or whatever you choose to do. The goal for high intensity is to be incapable of going beyond 15 to 20 minutes. If you've never done HIIT before, I'd probably recommend going at 80% intensity, because you don't want to just do one sprint and then completely die and not be able to do anything else. So kind of pace yourself through it. So yeah, start at 80% for each sprint to get yourself used to the process of complete stop and then complete all out like effort level. And that should give you like a good idea of what your body can handle, and it means that when you go into the next session, you'll know what to expect. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me a big thumbs up if you did. Let me know what you thought in the comment section, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.